Magazines have always had a glamour and charm of their own. However, with the advent of internet and digital space, magazines and other print media has been facing challenges like loss of readership and dwindled sales. Nicholas Coleridge, former president of Conde Nast International, talks to MIGTV about the fading out of the glossy print world and the real impact of internet influencers.
Well, it's impacting some of the magazines very much, and it's not impacting others. In my experience, the magazines that are at the very top of the market, that are beautifully printed, that are very thick, that are full of glorious colour pictures and intelligent writing, are holding very well indeed. The ones that are more mass market are finding it much more difficult because, of course, people love to stare down at their telephone and watch very, very short videos. The golden period for magazines really started in about the 1950s, and then they gathered pace into the 70s. And then for the next 40 years, the magazine industries in all countries did terribly well. Their owners became rich, their advertising revenues went up, and the number of people reading them grew. Why is this? Because there are more educated people in the world and more people who felt that they were interested in the subjects of decoration and fashion and celebrity, which are really the subjects that magazines have been so good at. So I think that is why there's been a tremendous golden period, which has really continues to some extent to this day. Of course, one of the big changes in media has been the growth of influencers on Instagram. And I think sometimes they're very good, and I think it can be a healthy thing. However, there is a difference between a magazine with a proper trained editorial department who are assessing and comparing everything that is available and with their great expertise choosing it. Whereas influencers, I think, are themselves very influenced very often by being sent something free. Well, the answer is that print media has always changed. When I first came into print media, everything was in black and white, and then everything went into colour. And first it was produced on a hot metal press, and then it went onto computers and was printed that way. I think that for a lot of magazines, to have a digital wing and a digital iteration is a way of making themselves even more important. Of course, advertisers now like to put some of their advertising onto digital channels as well, of course. And so the print media are making sure that they are backing both horses, as the saying goes, because that is how readers have changed.